Ladies and gentlemen, the inspection is over and the parade commander is now asking permission to carry on with the rest. The parade is doing the figures to serve. That was once they spelled on the ground using their rifles. This was done to display the joy that the students of this great university The number one contingent comprises personnel from the Royal Army Ceremonial Cadet Corps and it is commanded by Cadet Lieutenant Alexander Dorman Pate, and he has Cadet Second Lieutenant Keisha Damite as the superintendent. Contingent is made up of personnel of the Royal Navy Cadet Corps. It is commanded by Cadet Staff Lieutenant Emmanuel Ishen and Cadet Chief Petty Officer Asafope Prince is the supernumerary. Music and is under the baton of Cadet Lieutenant Joseph. Request that we all rise.
permission to match up the colors, the rest of the parade, Your Royal Majesty.
Permission has been granted. All guest presents, please President go to the Great Hall from here for the continuation of the program. Thank you.
Of reign has seen tremendous milestones and achievements. This occasion is very special to me personally because as a paramount chief under His Royal Majesty, I have witnessed the great initiatives and successes over the period of his reign. Among such achievements is the Otumfuo Education Fund, which supports the less privileged in society, not only in Ashanti but throughout Ghana. It is said, the pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. Our king has always been an optimist. His Majesty has not been one mired in the past, but has rather been forward-looking without making delusional promises or building castles in the air. He has provided sterling leadership and has been a trailblazer in many fields, a motivator, a source of inspiration to many, and above all, an ardent peacemaker. His Majesty has always eschewed negative ethnicity, and through his multifaceted actions, speeches, and prudent counsel to all and sundry, giving credence to the belief that leadership should be seen as a privilege to better the lives of others, not an opportunity to satisfy personal gains. As Napoleon Bonaparte once rightly intoned, and I quote, "A leader is a dealer in hope," end of quotation. Otumfuo has raised our hopes, aspirations, and ambitions. At the dawn of a new decade of your reign, we pray that the Almighty God continue to keep you in good health, enrich your sagacity, and strengthen your resolve to translate your visions and projects for the coming years into reality. Today, we are gathered here to celebrate the monumental achievements that Otumfuo II has brought to Ashanti and the nation in general. Your Majesty, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, reflecting on the theme of the program, that is promoting culture, innovation, and technology, 20 years of Otumfuo's dynamism, I believe that the activities lined up by the university have been specially chosen to celebrate your astute leadership. The week's commemoration will begin today with this opening, the highlights of which are the exhibition managed by faculties and the colloquium at 3 p.m. on the theme Ashanti in the League of Nations, Otumfuo II, the seventh king. On Tuesday, we will mark the anniversary celebrations with the Chancellor's Cup, a special football match between staff and students of the university in His Majesty's honor. The Abakosom Night, an Asante food fair, which promised to be innovative and showcase the rich and diverse culture of the Ashanti Kingdom, will continue on Tuesday night and Wednesday, respectively. The climax of the celebrations will be on Thursday with the Chancellor's Day, a day set aside for His Majesty to inter alia hold discussions with members of staff of the university. I would like to end my remarks with the quotation of a popular Native American proverb which says, "If you see no reason for giving thanks, the fault lies in yourself." The Council and the entire university see the reason for putting up this program to honor His Royal Majesty for his unalloyed support and unwavering commitment to the cause of this university over the past 20 years of his reign. It is said that the quality of a leader is reflected in the standards he sets for himself. Thank you, Otumfuo and Chancellor, for setting high standards for us all. I would like to encourage all of us to actively participate in the activities outlined as best as our busy schedules would allow. Thank you, and God bless us.
Chairman of Council, Nananom, I'm glad to see a lot of Nananom here to support us. Members of the University Council present, my colleague Vice Chancellors who have come to support their chairman, registrars and past registrars, as well as my fellow Pro-Vice Chancellor and past Pro-Vice Chancellors, members of the diplomatic corps, distinguished guests, members of convocation, my dear students and staff, friends from the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. We are gathered here this morning to celebrate the life of a great king, of a great kingdom. 2 decades ago, the great golden stool made history, and that is what we want to celebrate. And this university wants to celebrate by recognizing 20 years of the Chancellor's reign as the king of the Ashanti Kingdom, and therefore has put together these week-long activities. It's under the theme, as the chairman said, promoting culture, innovation and technology, 20 years of Otumfuo's dynamism. I've always said that any society without regard to their culture is a dead one. Our culture defines who we are, where we originated from, and where we are going. Our identity as a people is embedded in our culture. Our demeanor and way of life is also influenced by our culture. Innovation and technology were the driving factors of the Industrial Revolution. And as a premier university in science and technology, we have a mandate to lead a new revolution. It is therefore our wish to demonstrate within a week by showcasing some of the innovative works of our staff and especially our students. In our Chancellor, Otumfuo Tutu II, we see the interplay of all three mentioned earlier: culture, innovation, and technology. And in my measured opinion, choosing it as a theme for this week amply demonstrates what we are celebrating all year round. In him we see a true champion. And a true champion is always exemplified by the many things they are able to achieve. In him, he has been at the forefront of promoting our culture as a country. There have been so many innovations in this country, and the technology has always been one of the things that he had his eyes on. He's also been able to modernize our chieftaincy and brought it to bear on the whole of our society and the world at large. We as a university will want to be part of this celebration, and this morning we'll be opening a photo and technology exhibition to the general public. I must emphasize here that this university has over 56,000 students, 5,000 plus staff, surrounding communities. And when we asked, Otumfuo, can you give us the opportunity of replicating all the pictures within the palace so that all these persons that I've mentioned, 55,000 students, 5,000 staff, all the surrounding communities, and the dependents of these persons to have the opportunity of coming to the university to view all the exhibition that will be again ongoing in the palace. He said, go ahead. So we are most grateful. Later, specifically at 3 p.m., we'll reconvene in this very hall to again witness a colloquium which has been put together by a joint effort of the Menshia Secretariat and the History Department of KNUST on the theme Asante in the League of Nations, Osei Tutu II, the Seventh King. Discussing this topic will be the Most Reverend Peter Kwesi, Emeritus Archbishop of Kumasi Archdiocese, Professor Kofi Ejekum, Linguistics Professor from Legon, Kwame Ahin, a lawyer and Asante historian, and Dr. Wilhelmina Dongo, former head of the Department of History. The colloquium will be chaired by Professor Henry Kwesi Prepe, Professor of Law and Director of the Ghana Center for Democratic Development. Moderating the event will be the very Reverend Father Dennis Berima and Dr. Ali Yakubu Yaba of the History Department. Our Chancellor will be our special guest of honor. And I'm happy to invite members of the diplomatic community and my colleague Vice Chancellors who are here together with their registrars and finance officers. I hope will stay through the afternoon to be part of this colloquium. On Tuesday, like the chairman said, the students will try and score the staff. I'm predicting the score, and that will be the Chancellor's Cup football match in the morning, and in the afternoon, we are privileged to have one of our best theater groups led by Dr. Osei from Accra, who mount a stage to perform Ayukwe Ames' award-winning play, The Healers, who tells a bit about the Ashanti history. On Wednesday, our food science department will have a food fair, I must say, and on display with foods like akapinti, akao, poto, abunabunu, akantiempai, on Thursday, April 18, which is the Chancellor's Day, the entire university community will congregate in this hall at exactly 11 a.m. to interact with our Chancellor and to congratulate him for 20 years of leadership. And throughout this week, we're encouraged to showcase our culture by wearing what I'm wearing. We're encouraged. I also want to urge my friends from far and near to take time off their busy schedules to pass through the various stands and also to whet their appetite with some of the things that they've never had the opportunity of seeing will be on display. The only thing that is not here is a golden stool but you see pictures of it, and that should be enough. All the colleges have mounted an exhibition, including my women in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And as the Chancellor goes round, our women will be there to welcome him to the stand. A lot of work has gone on in putting the week together, and Mamas commend the planning committee, especially Menshia and Anabompata Hine, Achame Hine, Mr. Kofi Bedu, Mr. Sai Hine, and all members of the Menshia Secretariat, and also my KNUSC staff, chaired by Dr. J.J. Konyo, and all his colleagues for a wonderful work done. Please, they deserve an applause. I also want to thank our partners, corporate sponsors, especially Vodafone, Barclays Bank, NKMA, and the Curriculum Metro Assembly. In our Chancellor, we have a chair worthy of celebrating. I invite all our friends the world over to join us as we mark this 20th anniversary as king. Most of the events will be streamed live on the university's website, and a few will be carried live on national television. I encourage those who cannot be physically present with us to join us through the online feed. The week promises to be exciting, and I urge you all to fully participate in the events of the week. May God bless our great King and us all, and that will continue to keep together for the good of our university and the good of our nation. Thank you all for
the needs of certain differences are sharing in service. Spontaneity and the joy of living, expressing I will sing Otumfuo song. If was simple around
Thank you very much.
I invite Nana here on the podium to be by me, because without them I wouldn't be standing here celebrating 20 years. The Queen Mother nominates, but you have to go through an election, and they decide. That's why I'm here. They took a decision on me.
Sure.
And by their choice, I stand here celebrating 20 years.
Sure.
I want them to be here standing with me for us all to celebrate the 20 years.
Sure.
This morning, we witnessed a military parade with precision by the Cadet Corps.
Sure.
I would like them to stand for us to acknowledge and appreciate them.
Sure.
Thank you very much. Even though I saw some of them sweating profusely whilst I was doing the parade, I realized that they were all doing that with sincerity in the service of this university. So I thank you very much. Chairman of Council, Vice Chancellor, since we've acknowledged people here, their presence and everything, I think I'll go straight to what I have to say.
Sure.
It came to me as a pleasant surprise when I was informed that the university has taken a week out of the period for my 20th anniversary celebration and planned a week-long activity in my honor. I was stunned, but found solace in the saying, if you have nothing to say, don't speak. But then, the words of an anonymous author came to mind. Today, I choose to live with gratitude for the love that fills my heart, the peace that rests within my spirit, and the voice of hope that says all things are possible.
Sure.
I must confess that the level of collaboration that has existed between this university and Manshia is overwhelming, and I pray for this relationship to continue to my succession in perpetuity.
Sure.
As we may all be aware, the period beginning 9th March 2019 to 12th May 2019 has been set aside by Asantuma for the celebration of 20 years of my ascension to the golden stool.
Sure.
And thanks to Naran here, who have made it more successful. Casting my mind 20 years back, I unexpectedly had to take over the reins of Asantuma when my brother Otumfuo II joined our ancestors.
Sure.
It was an out-stricken moment, but 20 years have soon passed like a day.
Sure.
A day, but not without events and incidents. As the Akan adage goes, Emre to say, Anuma, Wanchino, Nasutua, Ungunubio.
Sure.
To which time operates like a bird. While it is before you, if not caught, it flies away and never to be seen again.
Sure.
The summary of the long story of my 20 years of the golden stool is that the Lord is good and His mercies have brought all of us thus far.
Sure.
I have for the past 13 years had a close relationship with this institution. I was inducted into office as a Chancellor for this noble and prestigious institution on the 25th of March 2006.
So,
And he was the chairman of council then. My brother standing me here.
so,
And it wasn't by kukufu, but maybe by chocolate.
so,
This was about 7 years into my reign. This position came with new challenges. Challenges entirely different from chieftaincy matters that I had been accustomed to. This notwithstanding, I was elated because this was Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, the pride of Asantehene, and the opportunity to be of service to my own was welcoming. I have traveled the course of this 30 years journey with 4 vice-chancellors. And together with the council and management and with assistance from all of you, we have nurtured and moved this institution to unparalleled heights as one of the best science and technology institutions in Ghana and a world-class one. So the theme for the 20th anniversary celebration is deepening our cultural heritage through socio-economic development. Chiefs and the Chieftaincy Institution have since time immemorial to date been the seal of government within our various traditional localities. In our own small ways, we assist our people to settle their disputes. We educate them on the proper interpretation and application of our customary laws and practices. And most importantly, we assist them to improve on their socio-economic lives. Due to this first-hand relationship that exists between chiefs and the people, we are very much abreast with the needs and aspirations of the masses in Ghana. This knowledge, I believe, is a great tool that can be employed to assist central government to fashion out the right policies and strategies for the betterment of our nation. So, this celebration is essentially a wake-up call on traditional rulers all over Ghana to work with government as modes of continuity to improve the socio-economic impact and livelihood of the people within the communities and Ghana as a whole. So, on my part, this anniversary marks the dawn of a new beginning in Asantehene to tap into opportunities in line with government programs working in partnership with corporate Ghana to venture into sectors that will generate economic benefits for Asantehene in particular and Ghana in general. So, I am extremely happy for this opportunity to celebrate with you and share my vision with the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology community. I'm very certain that this community will have a very crucial role to play in the implementation of this agenda. So, let me assure you that for as long as I remain the Asantehene and your Chancellor, I will endeavor to guide, and protect this university to the best of my ability within the powers conferred on me to continue to make this university one of the best in Ghana, Africa, and the world. I once again express my gratitude in a deep sense for the honor in the words of Alan Cohen. Gratitude, like faith, is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it grows. And the more power you have to use it on your behalf, if you do not practice gratefulness, its benefaction will go unnoticed, and your capacity to draw on its gifts will be diminished. To be grateful is to find blessings in everything. This is the most powerful attitude to adopt, for there are blessings in everything. I thank you, KNUST. We thank God also to bless us all. Thank you very much.